Alright, what up YouTube? This is Doomnyc here with the supposed confirmed ban list. Uh, Back on Yugi News, they've got some scans up of the magazine here. And I'm pretty sure by now you've probably, seen this or read this or heard this from someone else. But yeah, let's go through the supposed cards on the new ban list. So for the ban stuff, we've got Trishula, Glow Bulb, Spore, and Trap Dust Shoot. Trap Dust Shoot, I've seen this on a lot of lists, so it makes a little sense as to, being on the real list, if this is the real list. Honestly, I don't think the card's broken at 1. I think at 1 it's, hard enough to draw, unless you're stacking, of course. And then, if you draw it late game, it's a really dead card, so I don't see the reason to ban that, but, whatever. Trishula, Glow Barb, and Spore. Okay. These hit 2 main synchro decks, I guess, if you want to call it that. Plants, obviously, and, Agents. I mean, Agents isn't that really a synchro deck, but, again, if this list is real, it would make the most sense, being that Trishula is like the go-to synchro for a deck like Agents. So, I mean, again, it makes sense. Glow Bulb and Spore is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I think Dandelion should have gotten hit instead. But again, they're not just trying to kill those decks, they're trying to kill the entire synchro engine, which makes sense from a monetary standpoint if they are, because they want Exceeds to just be the main focus of the game right now. So, the only way is to get rid of X. I mean, Trishula is not broken, neither is Glow Up or Spore. Glow Up and Spore are obviously very good cards, but they're not broken in any sense. So, that just goes to show you right there. And then Limited, Tech, Genis, Striker, come on, you hit another part of the agent decks that are being played in the OCG. This is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. You've got Agent of Mystery, Earth. Okay, granted, for Agents, this is probably the card that needed to be hit, in my opinion at least. It went to 1, which makes sense, but again, it's a tuner. So again, you're hitting the tuners for the 2 big decks, right? Alright, now we're going to go into the semi-limited. We got Marshmelon. Nobody's playing this anymore, so, whatever. 2 Luminas. If this is real, this is awesome for all Lightsworn and Twilight players. You get to play 2 Lumina, makes the deck a hell of a lot more consistent. It's pretty good. E-Teleport going to 2. This is obviously fantastic if this is real. No, it does not bring back Teledad, but what it does is it makes Psychic decks a little more playable, which is good. Bring a little more variety to the meta. She and Smoke Signal, this going to 2 makes sense because if what people say about the ban list is true, which is that the ban list is made 2 months into the format, then 6Ams are doing pretty bad at that point, so they realized that, okay, they limited them too much. So they brought Smoke Signal back to 2. Obviously, the last YCS in Guadalajara doesn't count toward this ban list, so that's why, Smoke Signal went to 2. Level Limit Area B, again, with their focus on Exceeds, this is obviously, won't make much of a difference to them. So, Torrential Tribute going to 2. I really find this actually to be bad. A lot of you might disagree, might say Torrential Tribute is great. I mean, granted, it's a great card, but I don't want to have to worry about double Torrential Tribute in my opponent's back row, If I summon a monster and they use Torrential and they get rid of some of my monsters or whatever, at least I know that, okay, I've gotten Torrential out of the game. Or if I space it or something, I've gotten Torrential out of the game, Now you gotta worry about it twice. This is times when you can overextend for game, perhaps. Now you're going to have to think twice and you may end up making the wrong play because you think they have face down Torrential. That's why I don't like 2, but, we'll see how that goes. Ultimate Offering, it doesn't really matter to me, semi-limited or not. I'm not playing this in any of my decks, so it really makes no difference to me. Reborn Tengu to 2. This is another reason why I didn't think the list was real, because Reborn Tengu's, on the TCG exclusive, but again, this goes with the whole limiting of the synchro summoning monsters / any type of card. Reborn Tengu is obviously pro Synchro Summon, whereas Tour Guide is pro Xyz, and that's the main reason why you wouldn't see Tour Guide on this list. Again, this is not really focused on hitting the decks in the meta, because obviously you don't see any wind-up stuff here, you don't see any Inzector stuff. All you see is stuff that affects Synchroing versus Xyzing, which is, ridiculous in my opinion, because Konami left off a lot of stuff that really needs to be hit. I mean, can you imagine another 6 months playing against the wind-up loop? Like, that's a little bit ridiculous, but, whatever. And then we've got Call of the Haunted going unlimited, Monster Reborn not being banned, and then Call going to 3. I think that's a little excessive. So again, this list does look a little far-fetched to me. People are saying that it's confirmed. The funny thing is that Shriek did have this list up earlier today, but if you go to their site right now, they say that they made a mistake and that this isn't, they only meant to save it offline. They didn't mean to post it. So basically what that means is they're not confirming or denying that this is the real list. What are the chances of this being the real list? I gotta go 50-50, because again, it does go along with Konami's theme of stopping synchroing and promoting Xyz summoning. So again, I would say this is 50% chance that this is the real list, and 50% chance that it's not, because it doesn't address a lot of the issues in the game right now. So it also doesn't make sense as to why they would have pushed Order of Chaos up to January when it was supposed to really be released in March. So, or at least at the end of February. So, I mean, it doesn't address any of those issues whatsoever. So again, guys, you tell me what you think about this list. Is this the real list? Is the scans up on this site the real thing, or are they, photoshopped again, as usual with this time of year? Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. And until next time, YouTube, peace.